you had a lot of team effort. And I don't want to say that there's not team effort right now, but what I mean by that was when people joined the business, they knew that they were responsible to host a home event. And I think when people are seeing O-Bar and they're seeing 40, 50, 60 people, they're freaking out and they're like, oh my God, my home event has to be that. And it doesn't. Jay started these home events with 3, 4, 5 people. And that's all they need. So that's really what we're trying to get everybody together for. We're really trying to devise a game plan where we are going to have home event after home event after home event after home event. And they're not going to be some scary thing where there's 50 people there. The only thing that you will ever have to do is share your why. Play a video, and then Phil, myself, Tyrone, Jay, Jordan, Shane, Sheldon, Marvin, Looney, whoever is available is going to Skype into your event. They're going to break down the business. They're going to explain how this works, how they're going to explain their story, and then we're going to close it off and pretty much say, for anyone that has questions, come talk to me afterwards. For those of you that aren't interested, I understand that it might not be for everybody. And when people come and ask you a question, just say, hey, listen, the whole point of this was really just so you could hear it from some people that are really making a lot of making some good money with this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get you on Skype with those people because I'm still brand new to it. I could explain it, but there's a lot of things that I don't know, and I want you to hear it from the successful people. You don't need to answer questions. You don't need to stand in front of a group of 10 people and get questions asked to you. You can run a home event from day one. That's what Jay did. That's what Phil was doing. That's what all the leaders have done. They had a home event immediately. So that's the culture that we're trying to bring into this, because that is what's duplicatable. That's how we build this very, very quickly. So it's just going to be home events, and they don't need to be 40, 50 people. If you can get 5 people together, that's another big problem with people. They can't really open up their home to a lot of people. But if you can bring over 3 friends, 4 friends, chances are you can find a time during the week to present it to 3 or 4 or 5 people and say, here, post up on the couch. Or go to the store and buy 4 plastic chairs if you don't have places for people to sit. But that's what we need. And I think as a team, you're looking at Jay Johns' squad with 200, 250 people. If you were to think about everybody holding a one home event once a week with 3 to 4 people, you're looking, 200 people divided by 7 days, you're looking at almost 30 home events a day, which sounds absolutely absurd. But then when you think about Marvin, Looney, Phil, Tyrone, Jay, myself, Shane, Sheldon, if we can devise it and break it up and say, Shane, you take these 3, I'll take these 3, you'll take these 3, we could legitimately do 30 home events. And obviously that's probably not going to happen, and that's fine. But if we can get to the point where we're doing over 10, we went from 1 person to over 200 in 3 months' time because we were holding 3 home events a day. If we can get it up to the point where we're doing 10, it's game over. The biggest thing that we were talking about was the opportunity that's in hand. No one knows about this in the UK. You are part of the biggest team in the entire UK. You have 1 of 2 diamond leaders in Jay Johns. The other guys have been it. The other diamond leader in this, he's been in it for a year and a half. He just hit gold, or just hit diamond last RAP, just like Jay. Jay's going to outrank him. Jay is going to be the top leader in all of the UK. Phil's going to do that. Tyrone's going to do that. You guys are going to do that if you want to. But what we need is really just a whole different mindset on how we're going to build this. Phil, should we just kind of go over the training notes that Jay put together during that call last night?
Yeah, that's fine by me. Let me just get them up. Do you want me to sort of go for it, bro?
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Okay, yeah. Guys, if you haven't seen the Adam Winnick video yet, you need to go to your uplines, whether it's me, Ty, Jay, and get that Adam Winnick video. Who Adam Winnick is. He's a 20-year-old guy getting paid 30 grand a month in this business. He joined last year when he was 19, you know. Correct me if I'm wrong, he's like the 27th top income earner in the whole business right now.
Just to add on to that, Phil, sorry. He went from nothing to star ambassador in 16 months at age 19 and 20. So he put together a professionally made video. So yeah, very, very important that you watch that. Carry on, Phil, sorry.
Yeah, definitely. As you heard, you know what I mean? He's somebody that you definitely need to be listening to. Now, get this video, watch it, and get a notepad and pen out and take notes. What I'm basically going to do is just run through a couple of notes, what you really need to go through yourselves. Now, the first thing is I'm just going to paint a picture for you guys, because we can't lose sight of where this is going to be in the next 5 years, you know. Like John said, we've been listening to this GoPro self-development. Now, literally, there are 3 types of people that do network marketing. There's posers, there's amateurs, and there's professionals. Now, just to break those down, posers are people that think they're taking it seriously. The key word there is think. You know what I mean? Because the ones that are really taking it seriously, like, I would say you got to look at the likes of John Clifford, you got to look at the likes of Jamie Johns as well, and Tyrone, and Brad Sarver, you know what I mean? Those guys. We really put the work in, you know what I mean? We really put the work in. And if you want to be where we are, you need to put the work in. Now, we are only still amateurs, just to put that down. To be considered as a proper professional in network marketing or in anything, you have to have done at least 10,000 hours of practice or education. So, generally, you put that down to 4 hours a day. 4 hours a day over 7 years, that's 10,000 hours. That's when you're considered a professional, you know. So, just to paint the picture of what this can be, if we get to the 7-year mark, we're going to be pinnacles, you know. Tom Alcazan, from the start of the business, getting paid ridiculous amounts of money. That's where we can be. If you change your mindset to be an amateur, basically what that is, a student of the game, always learning, always practicing, always staying plugged in with the uplines. If you do this, you stay plugged in with Facebook, you stay plugged in with myself, Tyrone, Jay, John, then you will succeed. Say what they say, do what they do, have what they have. I am still a student. Jamie's still a student, Tyrone, and John himself, you know. We still go and reach up to our uplines, ask them advice, and that's the key to this. So, again, there's only 1,000 people in the UK, guys, doing this. You know what I mean? We're the lucky ones. We can take this over. We're the fastest growing team in the UK, you know, and that's the majority of that is in Wolverhampton and Birmingham. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to look at your lists and consider all the people on your list that actually live outside of Wolverhampton and Birmingham. Those are the prospects that you need to pique their interest correctly, which I'm going to run through now, and you need to get those people on a Skype call to John, to Jamie, to myself, to Tyrone and the other uplines, because that person could potentially be the next Jamie Johns who really exploded this in Wolverhampton and got it into Birmingham. Or that person could be the guy that finds the next Jamie Johns. So what we're looking to do is really explode our businesses. And, you know, I'm not saying don't focus on Wolverhampton, don't focus on Birmingham or wherever you're from. But realistically, if you're living outside of the UK, of Wolverhampton or Birmingham, or you know anybody that does, you need to tap into these people, because that's the next step. That's taking this back to when Jamie blew this up 12, 13 weeks ago. And that's the picture I really wanted to paint, because that's how we're going to continue being the top, fastest growing team, alongside still running home events. Everybody's got the capability to run home events, even if you just do one a week. Don't just look at Old Bar and think you have to go there. Don't just look at Old School in Wolverhampton and think you have to go there. Take it into your own hands. This is your business. The uplines will help you with the home events. We'll Skype in. We'll get there if we can. But ultimately, you have to arrange this with us previously, so we know what time you're running your home event, and we can train you correctly to run it in the right way. So look out for training calls on home events, guys, and take your businesses into your own hands to get to pinnacle eventually. Royal Ambassador, Star Ambassador, where John is executive. You know what I mean, guys? Now, I'm just going to bring this up. We have to make a massive push now. Reason being, John has made a commitment that if he hits presidential rank by October, he's going to come to the UK. Now, let me just paint this picture as well, guys, because anybody that's struggling in this now, or feeling that they're not doing so well, we haven't even hit the boom yet. When September comes, that's the start of the uni period, the freshers week. This is how it exploded in America, guys, through the colleges and the universities. So keep practicing and practicing and practicing, because once we get to the unis, this is when it gets big. Now, this is when it's going to explode if we tap into the unis. You know, this is what's going to push John to presidential. By the time October comes, we should be well established within the unis, within our own communities, wherever we're living. Then John's going to be coming over here with Shane Sullivan, and he's going to be presidential, running home events face to face. That's what we need. So we all need to follow these steps that I'm going to be running through. Become students, become amateurs, no longer be imposers. Okay. So we're going to get the Adam Winnick video over to you guys. Now, what I'm going to run through is your invite and your list, because that's really key to this. It's really key. If you've been involved in this business over a couple of days and you haven't got a list written out, you're on the path of not being successful. You're a poser. An amateur will write a list, a visual list of at least 200 names, consisting of names out of your phone book and off your Facebook, off your Twitter. It has to be done, guys. So write this down, get your notepads and pens out, write this down. I must write my list of at least 200 names. People I know, friends, family and old acquaintances. Now, the invite is key. Now, the more and more you invite, the better and better you get. But it's just got to be genuine, guys. You know, it's got to be genuine. Whether it's friends or long-term acquaintances from back in the day at school, or someone you ain't seen in a couple of weeks or a couple of months. It's always the same. Sorry? Oh, sorry. Yeah, so all we're going to be doing with all those people on the list is the same thing. We're going to be genuine with them and start a conversation. How's things? How you been? What are you up to these days? Genuine, don't bring up vemma, don't bring up Verve too early. Just get to know, get connected with these people, whether it's friends or family. Let the conversation lead to vemma. You know what I mean? So when they ask you what you've been up to, you say, well, you know, I do this as my day job. They probably already know what you do is your day job, or whatever you do in your spare time. But then you say to them, look, the exciting thing is, I've just joined this new company. It's projected to be £1 billion projected company. You know, it's absolutely exploding. The crazy thing is, it's brand new in the UK. They're straight away going to want to know about that. Well, what is it? Well, the crazy thing is, I'm new to it. My friend Phil, my friend Jay, my friend Tyrone, they're the ones that really teach me how it all works. I mean, I could really explain it to you, but I don't want to confuse you in any way. I tell you what, let me get you on the phone to these guys, let me get you on an Uber call, because look, the reason I'm saying this is because I know you could probably do well at this, because it's so new over here. Just make it genuine, make it about them, make it selfless. So you're not saying, I want you to join so you can explore my business. You know what I mean? Make it about them. Now just remember, guys, you've got 200 names on your list. You know, not everybody's going to join. Law of averages tells us 1 in 10 people say yes. So out of your list, if that's 10 in 100, that's great. You've got a list of 200 people. If anybody in vemma could have 20 PEQs, 20 people off that list say yes, You're on the key to be successful.
I can't hear you.
Sorry?
What's going on? I can't hear anything now.
Guys, can we all mute our mics, please? Except Phil, please.
Yeah, just mute your mics, guys, so you can just, yeah. So yeah, law of averages teaches us, this is an old sales thing that, you know, it applies to anything. 1 in 10 people will say yes. So when you speak to 10 people, you might get 3 people interested. Out of those 3 people, 1 person will join. So you treat that list like gold because you've got 200 names. That means potentially 20 people will join your business, but it means you have to systematically go through the list, through your invite, guys, and just make it genuine. Strike conversation with your friends, your family, your old acquaintances. Make it a phone call, not just a text or a Facebook message. Ask them how they've been. Catch up with them if it's been a while. Ask them what they've been up to in the last 6 weeks when you haven't spoke, in the last 6 months. Find out everything you can about them and share what you've been up to. Let the conversation lead to vemma. Once it leads there, what you've been up to, that's what they'll ask you. Well, I'm excited because I've just joined this brand new thing that's new to the UK. The company is actually projected to be £1 billion company. That will get them interested. They'll ask you, what is it? That's the start of the interest. That's when you get them to the upline. Well, the crazy thing is, I'm new to it, but my friend Phil helps me every day. He's actually killing the business. He was making in 6 weeks about £600 a month off this. That's how new it is in the UK. I tell you what, he's the one that really broke it down to me. If I try and break it down to you, I'll confuse it to you. You know, I'll make it confusing for you. Let me get you on the phone with him. That goes for Jamie, Ty, John. Alright, guys. But just make it genuine. That's the invite. You know what I mean? You can follow the 5 steps from the training videos, but it probably will sound robotic. Just make it genuine. If you do that 200 times, the more you do it, you'll get better at it. So don't get disheartened when it's not working straight away. Okay, guys. You'll duplicate it, you'll teach other people how to do it with the help of the uplines, and they'll have a list of 200 names. Now, if 20 of those people join, that's great. Those 20 people have a list of 200 names, and it grows and grows and grows. Okay, guys. The second thing I'm gonna go through is the reason why you join the business. The reason really why you join this business. Now, straight away, I'll admit, the reason why I joined is because I got gassed off the car and the money. I got excited that I was going to be rich and I was going to get a car. But when you really think about it, ask yourselves this question. If money wasn't an issue anymore, what would you actually do? So if your goal is to reach £1 million income and you reach that, what could that do for the people that you love, that you care about? You know what I mean? This is really the why. This is really the why. Now, myself, I'm going to share my why now. You know, when I first joined, it was just, you asked Jamie, he was sitting in my living room, I said, as long as I can make a bit of money to pay off my debt, I'm happy. But once I realised the potential of vemma, that picture that we painted, I realised that actually, not only I could pay off my own debts, I could pay off my family's debts. My brother's got a mortgage. I could pay that off. How great would that be? My dad's got mortgages. Luckily, my dad's joined the business to pay his own mortgage off, thank God. But this is helping others. You know what I mean? Now, this is the really deepest part of my why. Because what this business will give us is complete time freedom. A residual income gives you time freedom. Now, my nan is 80 years old. She's hard of walking, hard of hearing, and has bad eyesight. Now, as a family, we do our best to get round there and help her out when we can. If it's a bit of washing up, hoovering, you know what I mean, doing a bit for her. But with a job, it takes up all the time in the day. Then we've got our own hoovering, our own things to do, let alone my nan. So all our family try and chip in, but it's just not enough. With this business, it's going to give me time freedom. Every minute in those 24 hours is going to be mine. I'll be able to go around my nan's at any point and help her out and clean her whole house. She won't have to get up out of her seat. Oh man, I've cut off on the sorry guys, I've just cut off on the other call. Let me just call back in.
Yo.
I'm gonna ring him back into this one. Oh, here we go.
To anyone that's got Excel,
Right.
it's got a lot of different.
Cool. Definitely. At the end of the call, yeah, get connected with everybody and look at obviously getting that round, because if it's a tool that everybody can use, that'll be great. Sorry guys, I've got everybody back in now. I'm just going to continue.
I was just, Phil, I was going to say, Mark, just add it to the Facebook page, and everyone can get it off the Facebook page.
Cool.
Can you attach a file like an Excel to the page?
Email it me, and I'll do it for you, pal. Alright.
Right, cool. Alright, man, I'll have a look at that, yeah.
Cool. Just going back, sorry guys, just going back to the why, I don't know how far you got before you cut off, but basically, this company is going to give me the opportunity to sort of be, my nan's done a lot for our family, you know what I mean? 80's been around, she's from Jamaica, she worked from the age of 16 to 65, she's done a lot, she's now 80, she's old, she's hard and walking. For me to be able to clean her house, do everything for her like she used to do for me when I was a kid, that is massive. So she don't have to get off her backside and worry about that. And guys, there's a residual income is going to pay me to do that. You know what I mean? So that's how big this is, guys. So really look at your whys, look at who you can change their life, you know what I mean, your friends, your family, and you go to those people. Like, I went up to my brother, he laughed at me. I went up to my brother, I said, I'm going to pay off your mortgage going into next year or the year after. You don't worry, I'll pay off your mortgage. He laughed at me. But now, I'm showing him I'm making money. He's starting to ask me questions. Philip, how much are you actually going to be on this time next year? At least a 6-figure income. You know what I mean? So give it time. You tell the people you love how you're going to change their life. If it's your parents, you tell them, I'm going to retire you. They will laugh. They'll go, oh, good one, whatever. But that will be a big part of your why. Not to prove them wrong, but to prove that you am going to retire them. So I recommend you do that. Tap into your why. Write it down on a piece of paper visually and put it next to sellotape it to your bedroom wall alongside your goals of where you want to be in 30 days, where you want to be in 60 days, 6 months, a year, 2 years. What things you want, what car you want, you know what I mean, what kind of house you want, how many bedrooms you want in your house, how many swimming pools you want. You write all these things down, and this is what's going to drive you to make this work, guys, I'm telling you. Now, the last thing I'm really going to touch on is the key thing in this business, the thing that makes us not want to quit is when we start breaking even, guys. Now, I'm going to break it down on how I broke even so quick, but the way we break even is really by getting the first momentum bonus. That pays for half of our product. Plus, we've got enough PEQs to help pay towards £120 in the month. Plus, we will start cycling as well. Okay, so the way you do that is by getting your minimum 2 people, one on your left and one on your right. And through those people and through yourself, you get 10 on one side and 10 on the other side. That will give you your first tier momentum bonus. Now, the momentum bonus pays you, the first tier pays you £60 a month guaranteed. So that means alongside anything else you make, half your product is paid for every month. You're paying £60 for 48 cans. That's brilliant. That's not even including your cycles, your fast starts, your matching bonus or anything else. Now, the way I got there is simply, I went to my list, I believed in the law of averages, and what I did, I made sure, I literally broke even more or less within 8 days. I'd say 8 or maximum 12 days. The way I did that is I spoke to at least 10 people a day. So if you break that down and you go for your invite, genuine conversation with at least 10 people a day in a week, that's 70 people. Now within 6 days, I already signed up at least 6 people, and those people brought people in, which gave me my momentum bonus. But going back to law of averages, if you speak to 10 people over 7 days, that's 70 people you could have presented this business to. 7 of those should sign up out of the 70, according to law of averages. You know what I mean? So you're trying to present the business to 70 people. Now, if those 7 people join and you show them exactly what you've just done to speak to 10 people a day, they will do the same. You're duplicating your business. So if you've got a team of 3 people, you and the 2 people you brought in a week, what's that? That's 7, 40, 210 people in a week you 3 are speaking to. That's like, what's that, like 21 PEQs between you? Out of those 21 PEQs, you do exactly the same as the following week. Just do the maths, man. Your growth is exponential. You know what I mean? So, break it down on the law of averages. If you speak to 10 people a day, potentially one of those will join if you present the business to those 10 people. That's basically get them an invite to a home event on a Nuvu call. Between your 2 people that you sign up or more, if you duplicate that and show them what you did, work with your clients to show them what they did, work with the people that broke even to show your people what they did, your growth will be exponential. But it's all about saying what they say, doing what they do, having what they have. Do what I did. You know what I mean? You'll get my results. All I did was listen to what Jamie and John did when I first started. I just listened to them because they broke even, they're making the money, and it's duplicating in me, and I'm doing the same with my guys, and I'm showing them to duplicate it in their guys. Okay. Now that's basically where we're at on the training. Is there anything else you want to add on that, John?
Are you going to say more on top of that, or?
If you want, I don't know. I'm pretty
No.
down.
I just didn't know if you were going to get into anything else. The big thing that I kind of wanted to touch on is really just how to do this in the most effective manner. And just like Phil says, you don't want to be robotic. You don't want to follow that 5-point system to a complete T, because you need to have a genuine conversation with people. The thing that really helped me out the most in my first month, my second month, my third month up to now was my goal was to get that person to ask me a question. So it was not me presenting vemma. It was me providing them the answer that they asked for. So I'd be like, yo, Phil, what's going on, man? I haven't spoken to you since uni. What have you been up to? Oh, the general conversation. Sooner or later, he's either going to ask me what's new with me, how I've been, what am I doing for work, and no matter how he asks me, I can spin it and say, man, I am beyond excited. I just hopped on board with a company that's projected to become a multi-billion-dollar company in the next 36 to 42 months. So I'm really, really excited about where it's headed. Then stop. Out of curiosity, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 people are going to be like, oh, cool, what is it? And that's, once again, them asking you the question, so it allows you the opportunity to provide the answer. So you don't want to be, unless you have never spoken to this person, or unless you haven't spoken to them in 10 years, there's really no need to be so blunt. with the people that I hadn't talked to in ages, I hit them up and I said, hey, man, it's going to be completely random and out of the blue, but I just started working with a company that's projected to become a multi-billion-dollar company. It's really all about, like, you could even word it where you say my position is really about finding a couple very ambitious people, and you always struck me as someone that was ambitious and everybody liked to be around. You're a really, really good people person. So if I would you, that is an absolutely huge one. If I would you, if I was to give you a little bit of information on this company, would you be willing to look into it and tell me what you think? Yeah, no problem. It's not every day that someone says, hey, I have a multi-billion-dollar company in the making that I'm a part of that nobody knows about. Would you like to hear about it? Most people are going to say yes. So you just need to put yourself in their shoes. And that goes for conversation in general. If someone says, oh, it's a pyramid scheme, you're going to need an answer. And my response to that was always slightly cocky, kind of arrogant, because I knew what I knew and they didn't. And he said, pyramid scheme. Say, the definition of that pretty much is everyone at the top makes the most money, right? And they're like, yeah. I said, okay, well, a great example is Alex Morton. He joined this business 26 months ago, and he is now the 7th highest paid income earner in the entire company. He made over 45,000 pounds last month. Company's been around for 8 years. Young people just started doing this 2 years ago, and 9 out of the top 50 income earners are under the age of 24. So they didn't really have too hard of a problem getting to the top. So what are you trying to say? And they're like, well, it's one of those things where, and they're going to try to come back with something. You're going to say, so you're trying to tell me that a company that is partners with the NBA, NHL, NASCAR, WNBA, a company that multimillionaires are leaving their business to become a part of, a company that experts are saying it's the next Red Bull, the next Facebook, the biggest explosion in network marketing history, a company that's doing $250 million in sales this year and has been around for 8 years, is in fact a scam. And they're just going to sit there dumbfounded. And they're not going to expect you to know all those things. But if you know them, they're going to be like, and that's when it's your opportunity to be like, listen, man, I know exactly how this sounds. I was in your position. I thought it was a pyramid scheme. I thought it was a scam until I heard the facts. My boy Jay made 748 pounds last week. He's only been doing this for 3.5 months. I'm telling you, man, this is a multi-billion-dollar company in the making that's brand new to the UK. You can be as closed-minded as you want, but please just come listen, at least listen to it, because what if you missed out on the biggest opportunity that ever fell into your lap simply because you thought that you knew everything about everything? You down to come talk to my boy for 20 minutes? Say, yeah, sure. That's how you flip it. You don't get in a huge argument and be like, no, this. But if you know your facts, you have an answer for everything. If they're like, oh no, caffeine's bad for you, and you say, actually, it's natural caffeine made from guarana extract. It's actually healthy for you. Never heard of that before. So you got to have an answer for everything. So that's where it comes into studying the website, studying your products, be a professional. Phil, are you saying something?
No.
I saw your hand go up. But yeah, guys, as far as how you go about this, you need to do it as efficiently as you possibly can, as fast as you possibly can, because there's 2 stories that we're going to tell, and it's up to you to create it. You're either going to tell a story like Jamie Johns, or like myself, my mindset was the faster I do this, the better my story. I mean, I could spend 2 years in vemma and get to $50,000, $60,000 a year, and that's still impressive. But if, I got a business opportunity I want you to check out, I went from making nothing to $50,000 a year in 3 years' time. They're like, yeah, so did I when I went to college. Or you can say, hey, I went from making nothing to $60,000 a year in 6 months' time. You got to check this out. It's all about the initial start of this business is the most important. The faster you do this, it's a story forever. Phil forever can say, I never lost a single cent in this business. Forever. That's what he can say. Oh, did you make money? I never lost a cent. It's been nothing but profit. Jay can say that. Tyrone can say that. A lot of people that took it serious from the very, very beginning, and that can still be you. You can flip it and have an incredible month 2 and month 3, and you can say, man, that first month it was kind of getting my feet wet, trying to figure out exactly how this business worked, and then I realized all you needed to do was work with the people that were already successful. Month 2, I never lost a cent. Month 3, I'm making profit. Month 4, I'm making profit. Everything is a story. You need to do this as fast as you possibly can, unless you're okay with doing it slowly. And that's fine. A lot of people are very, very, very busy. They're not looking to become a millionaire overnight. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme, but for some people, it's a get-rich real damn quick. I mean, I don't know too many people in my life that went from making nothing to over $5,000 a month in 6 months' time. And I get to say I'm one of them. And by the end of the year, I'm going to hit ambassador, and that's going to be a minimum of 10,000 pounds a month. And I don't know many people that have done that in a year. And that is going to be a story forever. And that's also going to be a story for you guys to leverage and say, hey, man, I'm going to get you on Skype with so-and-so or so-and-so. And, but yeah, man, that's what it's really all about. And it's about using all of your resources. You guys all have Facebook friends, social networks that you're probably not fully tapping into. You're probably making a list of people. Really, the only people that should be off your list are the people that sit on their ass and smoke weed and drink alcohol all day long, have not an ambitious bone in their body. And that's it. That's really it. That's the only people that shouldn't be on your list. Because any single person could be the reason why your entire life is different. Someone who you don't speak to could change your life. I just got back from the Virgin Islands in the Caribbean, working with a team down there that I have. The kid that I signed up, I hadn't spoken to him in 2.5 years. I met him once in my life. I refriended him on Facebook, and I said, man, this is going to become completely out of the blue, but you always struck me as that person that everyone wanted to be around. You're very, very outgoing. You're a very funny person that people like to be around. And I have an opportunity that I really think you could use your personality to leverage and build a business. If I sent you some information, would you at least check it out, 10 minutes of your time? Say, yeah, sure. He hopped on board. It led into about 80 new people within the first month and a half. So that's what I'm talking about. You have to go after every single person. What's the worst that happened? Oh, no thanks. So Bob's been hitting me up about this business. He's so damn annoying. You're telling me that in 6 months later, if you're making 4,000 pounds a month, they're not going to be like, oh, sorry, Bob, I meant to write you back. It must have got lost in the mix. All those people that you contact when you become successful, they're going to be like, oh shit, he hit me up and I never said a thing back to him. I'm going to hit him up now. You plant those seeds. Some seeds are going to grow really quick. Some seeds are going to take a year to grow. But needless to say, if they see you living a different life through the opportunity that you presented them, they're still going to be in the same damn position a year from now, and you aren't. And they're going to be envious, and they're going to come to you and say, hey, man, can you tell me about that Verve thing? I wish I would have responded, blah, blah, blah. So plant as many seeds as you possibly can and use all your resources. But the biggest things is just be genuine. Like Phil said, show people why you care. People don't care what you know until they know that you care. Talk to people. And another good one is for those childhood friends that you say, man, you remember how we were always talking about how we were going to get rich and how we were going to live in a mansion and live that life? Yeah, like, I think I found an opportunity to allow us to do that. They'd be like, what do you want about? So use every single resource, but we just need to take this to a whole new level, and it really starts with home events. I mean, if you guys want to build this business, at minimum, one home event with 3, 4, 5, 6 of your friends during a week is not the biggest thing to ask. And I'm not saying I'm asking that of you, but I'm saying if you want to change your business, I have no problem waking up at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the morning, whatever time it is, staying up till midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., whatever time it is. If you host a home event, I'm on it, or Phil's on it, or Jay's on it, or Tyrone, or any of these other leaders. We want to help you succeed. But, and in the same sense, we need that platform. We need something to help you succeed. So I really, really think home events are going to change this business. And growing as the biggest team in the entire UK, will be untouchable. Untouchable. You're looking at a movement that's been going on for 2 years, and people are still, oh my God, Alex Morton, like he's some mythical god. He's only got 14,000 people in his network. 7 billion people in the world, 63 million people in the UK, and we have the largest team. You can all be bigger than Alex Morton. You can all be Kaylee Warren. You can be whatever you want to be, but we're going to start it now, and we are going to run. And as Phil and all these other leaders, as their networks get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, it's going to be harder for you to say, hey, man, can you hop on a Skype call? Hey, man, can you hop on a home event? That's why we're trying to take every single person with us. We want this to be a team effort. We want it to be a huge movement, but it's starting, I guess it's 11 o'clock over there, so it's starting tomorrow. It is starting tomorrow, so whoever wants to have a home event, it's going to be Jay, Phil, Tyrone, and Marvin and Looney hosting that one. I'm going to be gone the entire day. Not the best day to be gone, but I'm going to be at an amusement park with a woman for the day. But Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm on. We're going to take this thing to the frickin' moon and back, and everybody is going to look at you guys as the face of the YPR in the entire UK. You're going to have young people looking up to you like you're mythical gods. Do we got any ladies in here?
Yep. We have got ladies.
But needless to say, for the gentlemen, you're going to have all those girls running around up to you like, oh my God, it's you. And that's that life that we've all thought about for ages. It's like, I mean, people are like that. I mean, it doesn't matter what type of fame that you have. People are going to look up to you. People are going to want to be around you, and people are going to love the lifestyle that you're living. And we're going to be able to help them get that. And that's the best damn reward of all. I mean, you know my story. You know I dropped out of 2 different universities. You know I was living at my parents' house. You know I'm average as average can be. I just put my foot down and said, let's change it. So if you guys are looking for that change and looking for it quick, home event after home event after home event after home event. So we're going to have these training calls every single day for the newest people. So if you ever bring somebody new into this business, you say, yo, training call tonight. These are the guys that help me succeed. They're going to help you succeed. Blah, 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 blah. But Phil, do you want to add anything else, or?
Guys.
You send Jay to the office, please.
Classic line.
And have you got the... Hello? Hello?
Sorry?
Have you got the talkies with you at the front?
The what, sorry? Sorry, say that again. All right. Whoever said that, I didn't quite catch it. But all I was going to just add to that is, guys, it's all really down to you, just to make it happen. You know, like John said, just don't be afraid to do home events, guys. You know, Jamie, Tyrone, myself will share it with you, and anybody that's done a home event. Our home events, when we first started, were trash. Absolute trash. We used to just be like, I don't even know what we used to say. It used to be rubbish. Now, I'm not saying that your home events are going to be rubbish, but you literally just have to have faith in your excitement, in your passion, in why you join this business, and that's what it's about. Make it all from the heart. That's all I'm saying. Make it all from the heart. When you share that why, don't talk about how successful you are already or what you've done and this and that. You just tell them, look, man, I've joined this business because I want to make a change in my situation. This is my situation. Now, this is the vehicle to make it happen. Now, the guy that showed me how to do this, I'm going to bring on Skype now, and he's going to break it down to you guys, and you edify the hell out of whoever Skypes in. So when I introduce John, I'd say
Sorry, Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah, just while it's on my mind, something that we said last night that I really think will help you guys is you're most likely going to play an Alex Morton video or perhaps this Shane Sullivan story or whatever it may be. But a great one is Alex Morton, and say this kid went from nothing to 40,000 pounds in 24 months' time, or you can say he went from nothing to 45,000 pounds in 26 months' time. This is what's possible with this business. I'm going to show you his story. I'm going to share with you his video, and then I'm going to have somebody Skype in who's doing it faster, and they're going to be like, what? So when you tell someone they went from nothing to 40,000 pounds in 2 years' time, that's mind-blowing. And then when you say, I'm going to introduce somebody who's doing it quicker, because I'm doing it faster, Phil's doing it faster, Jay's doing it faster, Tyrone's doing it faster, Marvin, Looney, we're all doing it faster. Some of you guys are doing it faster, I mean, whether it's at bronze or not, but that's the truth. So that's the leverage that we're going to play. We're going to talk Alex Morton up like he's up here, and then we're going to cut him down and put ourselves up, our own guys up here, and say they're doing it faster than he did. So, Phil, sorry to cut you off, man. Finish up.
Yeah, man. That's perfect. That is edification. Edification is building up the person you're going to bring on Skype, not so you can massage our egos, but it's literally so the people in your home event have to recognise, they have to listen to this person who's Skyping in, because they're making serious money faster than Alex Morton. Alright, so just take some of these notes down, because this is real big leverage. You know, I got to gold in 6 weeks. Jamie got to diamond in 11 weeks. John, what did you do executive in?
6.5 months.
6.5 months.
And when you're telling that story, it took Alex Morton 4 months to hit gold. It took Phil 6 weeks. It took Alex Morton 5 months to hit diamond. Jay did it in 11 weeks. It took him 10 months to hit executive. I did it in 6.5. So that's the edification that we're looking for. Phil, did he leave? Phil's out, and as well as Jay and Tyrone. I think we just talked on Jay. Tyrone, he hit gold. I'm gonna have to get the exact number of weeks, but I want to say it's something along the lines of 9 weeks for Tyrone that he hit gold in. But we'll get that. But yeah, guys, we just really want to turn up the intensity. We have a once in a lifetime opportunity in our hands. No one knows about this in the UK. If we grow faster than everybody, we are going to be the entire movement of the UK. There's a team in, I want to say London, with over 100 people. We need to wipe them out. Welcome back.
Sorry, somebody tried calling me. Yeah. We heard to how fast Alex Morton done executive. Sorry. John.
Yeah.
Yeah, how fast did Alex Morton do executive?
It took him 10 months. Took me 6.5 months. So everyone's popping off. So we reached our time limit, I think. Cool, guys. Yeah, but anything that you guys possibly need, all you have to do is ask. But like we said, at the same time, we need a platform to guarantee your success. We need you to put in the work and get on the three-way calls and this and that. And when I started this business, I was working out 6-7 times a week. I was